line, some bad news if you have an ash tree in your yard. The devastating emerald ash borer has been identified in Denver.
Yeah, you're going to want to do something about it if you do have an ash tree. Dan DeRue live this morning at Bible Park with more on what you can do to minimize the potential damage. Because, Dan, there are some things you can do if you have one of those trees, right?
Yeah, yes, there are. And I guess if you don't have any ash trees, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you do have an ash tree, you do have to worry about it because for the first time, this little rascal has been identified in the Denver area. So that's not good news. It's not like they come back every year. This is the first time this little, I say rascal, J. Judd, there's other words I want to use for it, but I can't say it on TV. J. Judd from Davey Tree. How come you look like a reporter and I look like the employee from Davey? But, I mean, that's not... I don't know why, but it's just because I want to learn some information here. This is an ash tree. You're saying the first thing people need to do is, in fact, identify if you have an ash tree, right?
Yeah.
Because some look similar.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. That was a short answer, by the way. let me ask you this. If you do notice that you have the emerald ash borer in your tree, is it fatal? Is that a done deal?
Yeah. At that point, the vascular system's been damaged enough that the tree's not going to survive. That's why preventatives are super important right now.
All right. So what can viewers do if they've discovered? Well, if they discovered the bug, it's no good. But if they have an ash tree, what can they do?
Yeah, if they know they have an ash tree, they can call their professional arborist, come out, assess the tree, see if maybe it does already or has already been attacked by the emerald ash borer. Yep. If not, they can hire a company to come out, do one of two preventative options. Yes. What I'm holding here is the multi-year unit. So we drill holes into the tree. Yes. We plug the holes with this. We use a bike pump on this unit to pressurize the system, and we put a product into the tree, an insecticide. That's going to be a good preventative. Nothing's 100%, but the efficacy is closer to 90%.
Well, let me ask you this: how bad is this bad? This is bad, right?
This is bad.
How bad is the problem in your opinion? Because you're an arborist.
Yeah. So in other parts of the country, they're looking at almost no ash in areas this came through in the north, northeast, upstate New York area. We have the luxury of knowing what we need to do and get ahead of it. Boulder still has a lot of ash trees. It started there a decade ago in Colorado. Yeah. The preventative measures, the city's getting on top of it. Public awareness, let your neighbors know.
And before we toss it back, you were saying the city in Denver will in fact replace your ash tree in Denver. They'll replace it, no charge, if the tree's located where?
In the right-of-way, so 10 foot off the curb.
So the city's willing to replace ash trees with non-ash trees, something to look into.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a program for that online.
That's why they call them bugs, because they really bug us. Guys, we're going to toss it back to you, Drew, Connie.
Yeah, and the website to go to for that, I'm on it right now on my phone. It's beasmartash.org. And I'm not kidding.
You know what? And it's always better to be a smart ash than a dumb ash.
Okay. Thank you, Dan. I will move on from that before I get in trouble. But that is the website, and they will replace your tree, Kylie.
I mean, it's a great website. Like, wonderful job.